Hello YouTube. I have some interesting blade styles here today that I'm going to try to sharpen. Going to do this in a way that I'm not really good at. It looks like because of the shape of them I'm going to have to try to do them by hand, and I may have to try it a couple of different ways. So this is a half round knife. It has a cutting edge here, here, and here. We have a round knife, cutting edge is here. So that's probably going to be the first one I try to sharpen. And then I have a pattern cutting knife, and the cutting edge is here, and I'll try to sharpen that one. Tools I'm going to use, I have a wet wheel sharpening system, a Sharpie, green Dialux, a Strop, and an angle square. And then I've got some paper here for testing. And so kind of what the goal is to get this knife as sharp as my pocket knife. Right now it won't cut. Actually, it cut a little bit right there. But with my pocket knife, I can just cut the pieces right off. So the attempt here is to get this round knife the same, as sharp as this. So we'll give that a try. So what we'll do is we'll take this round knife over to the, first we will mark the edge on this thing. Then we'll take it over to our sharpening wheel and see what we can do about getting it sharp. I've got some black Sharpie around here. Just don't know where it's at right now. I got this copper one, it never gets used, so I'm going to use it instead. Okay, so let's move over to the sharpener. So here we are at the sharpener. We've got a wheel on here already. I've tried to figure out every jig I can figure out to try to use a jig on it, and it looks like I'm going to have to freehand it. So we've got the wheel set up to turn away from us. That'll help us show the burr a little bit better. So what I'm going to try to do now is figure out what angle I'm going to sharpen it at. So I'll take my angle finder. I've already figured out what the size of my wheel is and represented that on here. And now I've set this angle for 20 degrees. So now what I'm going to do is see what that angle looks like in my hand. We'll put it on there. So that's what sharpening at 20 degrees will look like. So that's what we'll try to do. So let's see if that catches the whole edge. I think I healed it up a little bit. It is not a 20-degree angle that's on here now. So what we'll try to do, we'll just freehand it a little bit and see how it goes. See how it works. Got some water in here already. It looks like we need some more. Before I get started, let me check and make sure my wheel is square so I don't have to true it up. It's looking pretty good, pretty flat. You're looking to make sure there's no light coming in underneath this angle here while you're putting it on the stone. And it looks like we're good to go there. So we're going to redo our Sharpie on our blade here. We want to try to get the whole edge. so we'll start it back up. And I think what we'll do is we will looks like we're getting the whole edge. So we did pretty good for that first swipe. Let's try it again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get a burr and then flip it over and knock the burr off. Yeah, so we missed a little bit right here. Looks like we got the whole edge that time, and we already have a burr from about right here to right there, so let's see how we can do here. So we got a nice little burr except for in that spot right there, so let's see if we can get just the rest of the way. That was simple enough. We got a quick little burr all the way around. Kind of looks like shit, but maybe we can polish that out with the honing wheel. And now we'll try to do the other side. Got a nice little burr all the way around. Now we'll try to strop this off, polish it up a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. What we have here is we have So what we have here is we have a set of MDF wheels. It's just a piece of MDF turned in a circle and mounted on a buffer. I have white compound on this one, and I have green compound on this one. So we'll just charge these up, and then we'll see if we can take this burr all the way off. I just put it on here like crayon. It doesn't cover it, 100%, but but you can see that it's sticking on there. Just trying to get it all the way around. The wheel is kind of charged up already, but I want to charge it up some more. I don't like to do this while the buffer is running because it just seems to waste compound. The compound gets really hot and it sticks on there and it looks pretty and everything, but it comes right back off just as soon as you touch steel to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to charge this one up with the white Dialux. See if we can get a nice clean edge and get that burr off. This doesn't seem to be going on as well on this side. Oh, there we go. All right, so the white is the coarser compound. So first we'll go across the white wheel a couple of times, and then we'll use the green wheel, then we'll give it a test. It's going to be noisy. I guess I got to plug it in first. So we'll try to hold this at the same angle as what we had before. think we've got a pretty good clean edge on there. Then we'll move back over here and we'll do some testing on it. So a minute ago we couldn't get this blade to cut. Let's see what it'll do now. Cutting a little better. Oh yeah, so it's cutting a lot better now. And that's what this knife does. Sits on the table, rolls across there. I think we could use a little bit of hand stropping on it. Let's see how we can do that. So this knife is actually different from what most knives are designed for. This knife's not designed to slice. This knife is designed to push cut. So you've got a lot of weight behind the handle, and then it's just designed to kind of push through the leather. It's an interesting knife compared to what we usually see, you know, these knives that are made for hand cutting. So let's see how it goes here. All right. And so now it just cuts like a dream. All right, so hand sharpening on a wet wheel with a round knife. How's that for Saturday afternoon? Here you go. That's the edge. I don't know if you can see it. Get behind the camera. Not bad for 10 or 15 minutes worth of work. And we have a sharp round knife.